Friday, August 7, 2026. I'm up in town early this morning as Gelati's doing paving around town. And if they can get to the entryway of the cemetery, it would be nice to have them do a small patch at the entryway, maybe right up to the footings of where the archway goes in. That would be helpful. So I want to make myself available in case that decision or that question comes up, that I could encourage them perhaps to go ahead and do that. And in the meantime, I'm going to do some more staining of the underside of the bell tower roof. Every time I come in here and I see the section that I've already gotten to, it raises my spirits. So I trust it does the same for others too, to see it cleaned up. So I already did watering of the trees, and once again, this tree in the back corner is so happy. So it's grown in every way imaginable and given magnificent color. Meantime, the crepe myrtles all doing great. So I'm really happy with how the bell tower is looking. And I mean, it's no accident. We got to maintain it to keep the wilderness at bay, so to speak, until we can get in and trim down the forest over here. But today I'm also I brought all the materials with me to get started on our maintenance shed up at the cemetery. So I'll be digging 9 holes to sink some pressure treated posts. Got concrete, 18 bags of concrete, and once I get that the post established, then we will start adding the decking or the framework, and then the decking, and then just determine the dimensions of the structure that we're going to have on top, and how the feed lines from the well and the tank, pretty much the tank, we have to make accommodations for a 1,000-gallon water tank. That's pretty much the size that I'm going to go after. It's 1,000-gallon, and it'll go on the back side. I don't know if it's going to go on the exterior or the interior, because the 1,000-gallon water tank could go either place. I mean, we'd have to beef up the floor a little bit in that particular area, but the floor is going to be overbuilt anyway to accommodate, not that our tractors are that heavy, but I want this structure to stick around 100 years easy, and if it promotes the well-being of the cemetery for future generations, then that's our intent. So that's the plan for today. It's foggy up here, which is a fine start to the morning, and I brought a shade structure and a chair and ice water and all that, so I can pace myself throughout the day. Dale's going to get out here as soon as he can. He's kind of busy at work, but we're really looking forward to getting the foundation set in place of our building, of our maintenance shed, and that way we can start accommodating uh, the water lines from the well to the water tank, and the auxiliary pump that we need to get, and where the water lines will run. And all this is going to take place, over the next year. Originally, I thought maybe 2 years to get this up and running, but I think it'll be sooner than that. So we're pretty proactive about putting a plan in place and getting it done. So that's today's agenda, and I'll definitely get more video once I get up the hill and get that underway. Here with our neighbor Russ, brought up his little mini excavator. We're removing about a foot of the topsoil. This area is supposed to be empty, and we need to confirm that. Also, we have discovered the 1960s sign with plexiglass. Here we go. Here's the latest progress after about 2 hours of work. Taking away the top foot all across the area. And we're a little over halfway done. They're going to rake it out smooth, do some probing, checking for any potential grave sites before we start digging holes to set posts.
Never have gotten a fucking quote on fence.
That's too bad. Oh, the fence. What about the tree?
She told me about $3 grand or something, you know, at the time.
That's a good price.
The good part of that whole thing is that where it is.
No. And Israel can't make Trumpian ridiculous announcements. They have no taste for it. They have no, it serves no purpose. I would argue it serves no purpose for the president either, but